Dead flowers. Because the old Laura can't come to the phone right now. Why? Oh, because she's dead. So I realize now that I may have hyped up my video more than what anyone was expecting. It's not some groundbreaking thing. It's not like I've cured cancer or been to the moon. It's not like I'm announcing anything big. It's just like, oh hey, like I had to build up hype somehow so you'd remember me. The last time you saw me really here was Booktubeathon, me telling you that I was gonna have a new video up about like my Booktubeathon wrap up, and that never happened. So thinking back about why I left Booktube, I pinpointed the reason, and it's a really specific reason, is that I changed my hobby from booktubing to a person instead. And so because it's that person's kind of fault that I left Booktube, I decided to be super extra and petty because of course I am. And so now, a year later, I am flipping the script and starting up my YouTube channel and making it all about me as it should be on the same day that I met him. Yeah. So some of the other reasons I didn't make YouTube videos is because my camera literally sounds like a jet plane about to take off. Like, I am not kidding you. Exhausted from my longer hours at work. So like even working like 10 or 15 hours more a week takes a huge chunk of your time, like out of your free time, which you spend, you know, sleeping, eating, commuting, taking care of bills, YouTubing, and reading books. Sleeping, did I mention sleeping? I mentioned sleeping. It just wasn't a top priority with everything else that was kind of going on. Like, my life's never gonna be perfect, and I know that, and I'm never gonna be perfect, and I never have been perfect ever in my life. Okay, that's kind of the theme of today's video, because okay, I hyped things up more than it needed to be. Okay, you haven't posted a video in a year. Okay, are you even relevant anymore? I'm just gonna have too much fun in this rolling chair, aren't I? Whoa! Okay, can I rebrand myself? I've never really had anything consistent here long enough to build myself into the Bookies and Cookies brand. And by the way, I would totally change my name if I had a chance to now. No clue what it would be. Probably would have dragons in it. So like, how do you build something that's consistent and relevant and uniquely itself, but allow it to evolve? And so obviously I'm coming back to YouTube because I feel inspired and I have like creative inspiration for what I would like to create, and maybe that's going to be outside of the typical booktube, Bookies and Cookies lane I used to be in. Like, obviously I'm still going to talk about CareCast, like I have to, that's what I'm known for. It's like maybe not my favorite series, but it's like my series. I'm obviously still gonna make weird puns and laugh on camera and just be ridiculous. Like, I'm still gonna document my life because like every couple of days I think about like the Booktubeathon video I did where I dressed up as Belle, and I think that's hella cool that I can show people I know in like a couple dozen years, this is a thing I did, this was once who I was, and I like that. And I haven't documented my life because I haven't liked my life and I haven't been pleased with how I look on camera at times, which we all kind of have that like body dysphoria where you're like, you don't look like how you feel and you should look or feel inside. But that was a problem with after I started dating this dude. Ladies and men's and non-binary pals, like everybody who may kiss somebody who has a beard, they need to follow just simple skincare regimen and clean their face and clean their beard and shampoo and condition it and soften that shit, because otherwise you're gonna have a breakout mess that takes like 6 months to clean up. I am not kidding you. Like, I look back at some of the videos I tried to film, came off of this really great high off of Booknet Fest, and I filmed like, I'm not kidding, like 6 or 7 videos in a week. And I went to look at the footage and I just was grossed out compared to my Booktubeathon TBR video where my entire face changed, and it stuck that way for a long while. And it wasn't until like I got into a better skincare routine that like for my new face, because it was completely different than my face was a year ago. And it's just weird that like even like I'm not the same person this year later, and even like my skin level balance is completely different. You're not always gonna like how you look all the time unless you go to Men's Warehouse. I hate myself. But like when you're putting something out for, you know, a couple hundred people to watch and like documenting yourself, like I didn't want pictures being taken of me. I stopped turning the camera onto myself, and I even stopped turning the camera out onto the world. I used to take probably like a couple hundred pictures every month. I think I only pulled out my camera maybe like 3 or 4 times so far in 2018. Like, I stopped caring, and it sucked. It sucks to have apathy. I'm not the same as I was. but I'm also the same as I was. To quote Taylor Swift, I'll never change, but I'll never stay the same either. So that's kind of what you're getting, is me, but just different. I can't believe that this is what I'm choosing to come back with. It's just like this nonsensical talky video. But just know that plans are in the works, things are happening. I'm excited about them. I hope you have secondhand excitement, or just firsthand primary excitement. That's about it. I don't have a new intro or outro because I never want to hear myself saying, hey y'all, it's Laura and welcome to Bookies and Cookies ever again in my entire life. Like, I never want to hear that, ever. So, I will see you all another time. Bye. Bookies and Cookies.